Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4. We'll explain about species diversity and two article for sampling method of horseshoe crab. Our group consists of 5 members: Kia Satina, Farish Akmal, Wei Alia Izzati and Nuri Najiha.
Species diversity of horseshoe crab. There are 4 species of horseshoe crab which are Limulus polyphemus, Tachypleus tridentatus, Tachypleus gigas and Carcinoscorpius rotundicauda. However, the species that are found in Malaysia are Tachypleus gigas, Tachypleus tridentatus and Carcinoscorpius rotundicauda only. The first species is Tachypleus gigas. It is found in tropical South and Southeast Asia. This species habitat is at sandy and muddy shores and depth to 40 meter. This species of horseshoe crab is the only species that has been observed swimming at the surface of the ocean. Tachypleus gigas occurs in both marine and brackish waters. Next, Tachypleus tridentatus, also known as tripine horseshoe crab. It is found in Southeast and East Asia. Like Tachypleus gigas, this species is also found in coastal marine and brackish water. However, it presents colder temperatures than the other Asian horseshoe crabs. It is different from others because there are 3 small spiny processes on the rear part of the opistosoma of this species, which are one spine at the middle above the tail and the other one on either side. But other species have only a single spine in the middle. However, based on recent declines in population and habitat, this species has been classified as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) in 2019. The last species is Carcinoscorpius rotundicauda. This species is also known as round-tailed horseshoe crab. It is found in tropical marine and brackish waters. C. rotundicauda is considered smaller than other horseshoe crab species. Last but not least, this species is the only species that has a cross section of rounded tail instead of triangular.
I'm Li Weijing, A184261, and will be continuing to the sampling methods of the horseshoe crab. The first article chosen is the distribution of 2 species of Asian horseshoe crabs at west coast of Sarawak's waters, East Malaysia. According to the first article, sampling was carried out along Sarawak's west coast waters, which included 9 sampling sites at 3 districts as shown in the figure. The sampling sites in Kuching district were Pandan Beach, Sibu Laut village and Pasir Puteh village. In Samarahan district were Asa Jaya Laut, Jemukan and Sadong Jaya, while in Kabong district were Beladin, Maludam and Jerigat Beach. The survey was conducted from October 2013 to May 2014 on full moon or new moon days. Sand beaches and mangrove habitats were chosen as sampling locations. 2 different techniques were used in this article to collect the horseshoe crab specimens, which were the visual search and monofilament gill net. Depending on the weather, which were the monsoon season and topography. These methods were carried out with the help of the local fishermen. By using the visual search technique, higher fishermen gathered horseshoe crab specimens during the high tide within the sampling period. The presence of air bubbles and the poking method with a stick were used to detect the horseshoe crab specimens in this visual search technique. This technique was used in Pasir Puteh village, Sibu Laut village, Jerigat beach, and Sadong Jaya sampling sites. The figure shows the air bubbles due to the respiration of the horseshoe crabs. Therefore, the air bubbles also indicate the presence of the horseshoe crabs. Apart from visual search technique, a monofilament gill net with a net size of 20 meters x 1.5 meter and a mesh size of 5.08 centimeter was also used during sampling. A day before sampling, fishermen set up the net in an intertidal area with the depth of 1 to 2 meter, which was roughly 100 to 500 meter offshore. On the next day, the net was checked at low tide. Monofilament gill net was used in Pasir Puteh village, Sibu Laut village, Maludam, Jemukan, and Pandan beach sampling sites. The total number of horseshoe crabs caught was divided by the cover area to determine the density of horseshoe crabs. Based on the guidelines provided by Sekiguchi and Nakamura in 1979, the species and sexes of horseshoe crabs were determined.
The second article of sampling method chosen is the distribution of juvenile horseshoe crabs in subtidal habitats of Delaware Bay using a suction dredge sampling device, written by William H. Burton, Frederick S. Kelly, and Elizabeth A. France. The survey was conducted in New Jersey, included West Egg Island, East Egg Island, and East Point, while the Delaware beaches, including Kelly Island, Port Mahon, Kids Hammock, and North Bowers. There are two techniques that have been used in this sampling, which are suction dredge method and troll sampling. A suction dredge sampling device was constructed and tested in shallow near-shore habitats in lower Delaware Bay. The head pipe was constructed from a 1 meter length, 8 centimeter diameter PVC pipe perforated with 20 intake holes of 2.5 centimeter diameter. The head pipe was joined at the center with a PVC pipe forming a T-shape to provide rigidity and strength. The entire assembly was attached to a delta wing-shaped piece of 2 cm thick plywood to add weight in order to keep the head pipe end in close contact with the bottom. Suction dredge data were compared to catches taken in 4.9 meter small troll collection at a series of 84 shallow water stations in 4 separate sampling events. The second technique that been used is troll sampling. Troll sampling was conducted using a 5.2 meters semi-balloon otter troll with 3.2 centimeter stretch mesh in the wings and the body, and 1.3 centimeter stretch mesh liner in the cord end. 2-minute tows were conducted at each station. Beginning and ending coordinates were recorded to measure distance towed, and all horseshoe crabs taken were recorded.
That's all from us for video 2. Thank you.